the refereeing this past weekend? Generally, when we look at internationals, what was your feeling?
Well, I know John Cohen is very upset with the referee against France. There was 2 big calls where they disallowed tries. Yeah. He's just say someone needs to work with the refs. I mean, if you're a defensive line, someone runs the block line. Let's have a look at this one. So this is the try that got disallowed. They said there was separation, but before it went to the ground, it was back on the ball. So I'm not that sure if that wasn't the try.
It's funny how it's always the same referees in these situations where we're questioning what the answers are. And if you look at things in real time, you tend to get a better perspective on it, and a lot of the time they don't.
Yeah. So how much of this is a team effort? We always, we call out the ref, there's 2 assistants, you've got the TMO up at the top. Do you still feel it's a one-man show such? You need a leader when you've got a team, eh?
Yeah, so first, if we go back to that New Zealand clip, sir, I think on the defensive one, I mean, whoever is a TMO must have a feeling about the game. I mean, if you're in the defensive line, you're not drifting, guy runs straight into you, but you were never going outside. You never blocked him from following his line. How can that be obstruction? Same thing happened with us. I thought the try where Vincent Tsuka scored, Ox were behind the ball. How can you be obstruction if you're behind the ball? And then the big thing for me about our game, again, over 2 hours. The game was over 2 hours again. How many times did they go to the TMO? How long did it take? Why do referees, I mean, there's a big screen on the stadium that everyone can see it. Once they want to see, they run half a minute, 100 meters to go closer to the big screen, make a decision, come back. Takes 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. And especially for a game like Saturday, the Springboks wanted to put speed into the game. They wanted to go for that big score. But when it's a stop-start, you just never get momentum. And you want that momentum if you want to score a lot of points. And I just think at this stage, the TMO's coming in the amount of time it takes to make a decision. I mean, sorry, Jesse Creel's try. He was in front of the ball. I saw it with my eye. They went to a TMO, looked at it 10 times, and they still made the wrong decision. So, I don't know.
We need solutions, boys. I don't know is not good enough for the final whistle. What do we do? What's the way forward, Kemper?
Well, I kind of like or enjoy the way the English Premiership do it. It's literally a check in the background. And while the player's carrying on, they're making a decision. And the referee, yes, he ultimately makes the final decision. But the TMO is giving him all the facts at once. It takes 30 seconds and the game plays on. I agree with you. And I think there's got to come to a stage where how many phases are you going to go back? It used to be 2 phases back in the day. Are we going to, are we trying to correct rugby to such an extent that we're going back 6 or 7 phases? I think that's what's generally taking the time. And as you say, these games, the Fiji game against Australia, the same thing happened. Also over 2 hours for a game.
Are they trying are they searching for perfection? Is that why they're taking longer in terms of debates, maybe trying to make that right call?
I think there's pressure on the referees to make the right decision. And remember, everyone is looking. I went to a football game in the World Cup. They don't show replays on the TV. To probably make it easier for the referees, because we see the same things they're seeing, and we see it over and over. The referee only gets one chance to see it, and he needs to make a decision. So I like it where the TMO sees something, even if it's a phase or 2 back, there was a knock-on. But the play went on, said, listen, and they stopped, go back to the knock-on because you saw it. Or it's a try, like England. Have a quick look if it's not. Remember, you can still go back until the kickoff happened. So play on. Have a look 2-3 times. Stop it if you need to, but don't stop the game. Don't make it another 2 minutes before we take the kick for poles or whatever. So just speed up the game so that we don't have these long breaks that takes us over 2 hours.
Well, you're trying to make it a spectacle. Now we're going quite the opposite way.
All right, talking about the opposite way as well. You saw earlier on in the Springbok media setup, Jaco Peyper made it into the press conference. So for me, again, we'll touch on it later. We'll show the video. You remember how Rassie used to react? Very upset. And he went and got a top-tier referee. So there's something that the team was not happy with, especially the breakdown against Argentina. Did you guys feel that as well? Maybe that the reason not Argentina, beg your pardon, Italy got the dominance of the breakdown was maybe they were allowed more freedom in that space?
Yeah, saw them offsides majority of the time. And that was from the start of the game, and we were right in the 22, pressurising them, taking through a number of phases. Yes, they had line speed, but the amount of times those players were erring on the offside line, your assistant referees have to assist. I mean, Holly's in the middle there, amongst the cauldron of individuals. Your assistant referees have to assist her in the process of where's the offside line, are they broaching it, where they're going with it. So, I felt that as a team, they weren't really assisting her with what she was trying to achieve.
Yeah, I just thought the refereeing wasn't very good in the South Africa versus Italy game. There was too many things allowed. I mean, the TMO was too long. There wasn't decisions made. So, I don't know who scores the referees, but I don't know if it would have been very good.
And the Springboks prevail once again.